McDonald House. McDonald House completed its building in 1949 and was the first large office building of 10 stories of the post-war era. The building was officially opened on 2nd July 1949 by its namesake, Malcolm MacDonald, the British Commissioner General for Southeast Asia from 1948 to 1955. The bomb explosion occurred during the period of Indonesian confrontation with Malaysia occurred here. Indonesia's Foreign Minister Dr. Subandrio, on behalf of Sukarno, declared confrontation on 20 January 1963, 8 days after Singapore's incorporation into the new Federation of Malaysia. The bomb that hit McDonald House was one of the 37 bombs that hit Singapore, and it killed 3 while injuring 33. After years of remaining vacant, the building was put up for sale on 5th April 2002 with an area of about 78,600 square feet over 10 stories. The building was gazetted as a national monument on 10 February 2003 with an exterior facade coming under protection. Tinifia Investment bought the freehold building in 2003 and closed the building for extensive interior renovations, which included car parking facilities with addition of a mechanical parking system for 30 cars. The building reopened in April 2005 with full occupancy. YMC Orchard Road Presbyterian Church. Orchard Road Presbyterian Church was a mission chapel which was nicknamed the Scots Church. In 1822, a meeting was held with the objective of forming the first local Presbyterian congregation, but it was not realized until 1856 when the Reverend Thomas Mackenzie Fraser arrived in Singapore. On 6 May 1875, land was given upon which the current Presbyterian Church of Singapore was built. The church was built up in 1878 at a cost of $20,000, and worship began with only 42 members. During the Japanese occupation, it was used as a supply base for the Japanese, and most of its early records were destroyed. After World War II, the Reverend Jia, who had been interned in Changi, reopened the church for regular services in 1947. The first church building was completed in 1878 and has been extended several times, but notably in recent major building programs in 1975 when the sanctuary was extended, and in 1985 when the new extension with the Denman Hall was completed and the new chapel built behind Tomlinson Hall. Today, the church holds many congregations in all different languages. YMCA. In 1900, many officials and missionaries sent the English National Council an appeal to set up the YMCA in Singapore. Robert Pringle, who was one of the important people who started the YMCA in Bombay, India, and Colombo, Sri Lanka, was later sent to Singapore. With his knowledge, the YMCA was founded at number 1 and 2 Armenian Street in 1902. In 1904, YMCA was relocated to another building in Armenian Street known as the Zetland House, which was the former American Embassy. After several years passed, further expansion was needed for the building. The government had granted the YMCA a 999-year lease for an Orchard Road site in the Dhoby Ghaut area, and 2 years later, the YMCA officially moved to the Orchard Road premises. From 1942 to 1945, during the Japanese occupation of Singapore, the YMCA building was seized and turned into the place where there was interrogation and torture headquarters of the Japanese Kempeitai. After the war, the British wanted to demolish the YMCA building and open it as a memorial to those who suffered under the Japanese. However, it was used as a forces center for a Salvation Army Services welfare team from India. After much discussion, YMCA reclaimed the building and later resumed operations at the Orchard Road building in 1946. In 1979, the 9-story YMCA building was constructed. On the 24th of November 1984, the YMCA building at 1 Orchard Road was reopened and is the acting headquarters of YMCA.